Oh snap, they just told you got to organize these repair tickets in some sort of intelligent way in SharePoint, organized by like status, and you got like 12 hours to do it. But don't worry, you got this. I'm going to show you how to do it using the brand new Create a List from a Board view in SharePoint. Stick around.
I'm a SharePoint expert, play with data extra, careful with my hands cause I gotta use them forward.
All right, you know how we do it. Let's get that timer rolling. All right, first thing you do is you're going to click that image and go to the home page, which we were already there, but you know, and then we're going to hit that new drop down and we're going to say new list. We're going to look at all these new little pretty list options. We're going to say, let's do a board so we can organize by status. We're going to enter the name of the board. We're going to call it, I don't know, repair tickets. Yeah. Not everything's perfect, y'all. All right, show and navigation. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, it's burning off this thing and it's gonna be in a board view just from the get-go. And you're like, okay, a bucket name, we're gonna have like pending. Okay, great. Yeah, not everything's perfect. You're gonna do it perfect for yourself. I'm just running through this. Pending, and then we're gonna say active. Yeah, that's right. Not everything's perfect. And then we're gonna say closed. Wow, we got one. Okay, and then basically you just take your stuff, you have your items, and you move them into the categories, and then boom, you just did it. You just organize all these repair tickets by category. I know it doesn't look like you did, but you did. Okay, so let's slow down and talk about what's going on under the hood here. And just like the old-timey cooking shows, back when I was a kid, I got a pre-baked version for you. We're going to talk all about it. Before we slow things down, I want to take a minute to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. We hit 4,000 followers not too long ago. We're onward and upward to 5,000. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Let's just start from the very beginning just to recalibrate here. So let's say you need to create a SharePoint list to track data and you want to be able to like drag and drop it into like different categories and whatnot. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to say new. You can start from a brand new blank list. You go to the home page. From there you can hit the new drop down. You get all these cool options, and we're going to say list. Now we have other videos on using the form. We have one already on the gallery, and last week's video was on the calendar. And this one here is on the board. So there you go. Drag and drop cards to streamline your workflow. So basically you do this, you give it a name, and we'll just say delete this because I don't want this hanging around. It's just a test thing. We're not going to show it on the nav. We're going to create. Oh, well, imagine that. Okay. And from here, you are going to be able to start adding your categories. Now, as you'll see here in our example, if we ever get to it, the pre-baked example. Serious? Are we serious right now? Okay, wow. Why did that take so long? Okay, so here it's saying enter a bucket name. Now, what I want you to know is in the background, there is a choice column that was generated for you when you decided to create a list from a board called board choice. You don't believe me? Just watch. You hit the gear icon, list settings. There's going to be a choice column called board choice. That is you can use it for whatever you want. It's your first choice column that you can use to drag and drop your items into. You can rename this at your leisure. Just know that the real deal under the hood name of this is going to be board choice. If you don't want this to happen, then just start from a blank list and then create a board view with whatever column you want to group things by. Or you're going to add a column, from the beginning when you create the blank list, and then when you create the board view, it'll ask you, how do you want to, what do you want to base this board view off of? And you would choose whatever column you created. Okay, I digress. Let's go back here. And so you would, adding a new bucket, we'll say pending, and then add a new bucket, we could say closed. And what you'll notice is if we were to go to like all items, you're going to see there's the board choice. And if we were to go and edit that, we'll see the choices that are in there are the ones that we just created. Okay, so we're moving right along. I'm going to abandon this list. It was great while it lasted, but I'm going to bounce into a pre-baked list here that we used for help desk tickets. So we're going to show you some of the cool things you can do with this board view. So initially, when you start with your board view, it is not going to show all of these different columns. So I added more columns. If we go to all items, we can see I added, so there's board choice. I added a close date. I added a priority. Close date and priority. Okay. Now, if I go back to this board by status view here, notice how I've got some, I've got created and created by. Those are some system columns that are there with every list. But the point that I'm making is you can show more things on the card besides just the title. And here's how you do that. You're going to hit the drop down and you're going to go to add or remove fields. This is only going to make fields available for card customization or not make them available. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's say I need to add in modified and modified by. I'm going to click apply. Notice how those fields do not show up here. They are now available to show up here, but they don't show up here just by going add or remove fields. This just makes it available for the card customization. So now that you've made those fields available, now you can go to customize card and those new fields are available, modified, modified by, etc., etc. So it's like a two-step process to customize that card. At first, when I tried to do this, I went right to customize card and I was like, where are all my columns? So first you have to add or remove or add the fields so that they become available to the card, and then you customize the card. There you go. So hopefully this gets you locked in to being able to use this board functionality, whether you back into it from a standard list or you start out creating a new list from a board. Either way, it's a great way to be able to organize your data and be able to drag and drop, which I didn't even show you, like the fact that you can just hold down and drag. So I can take this one here over to back to pending if I need to, and now it's in the pending. Or as I finish things, I drag them into closed, drag it into closed. You kind of get the idea here. Just wanted to give you a good intro. As it goes with these things, there is a lot to show. I wanted to give you the basics. If you want to see something specific, please let me know in the comments. Okay, with that, for real, we're wrapping it up this time. Hope this helps. Remember, do the very best you can with what you got. SharePoint rocks, and so do you. We'll see you next time.
I'm a SharePoint expert, play with data extra. Careful with my hands, cause I gotta use them for work. Yeah, I'm a big old nerd. I like maple syrup on my pancakes. I don't care.